DLSU Radio, Green Giant FM. Welcome to the ladies' room, everyone, where we talk about anything ladylike or whatever you want to call it. I'm Bettina.
And I'm Julie.
And we will be talking about a lot of things today. But first, I kind of want to talk about how this is, I'm going to say, probably our last show together. I said probably our last show together because it is our last show for GGFM, but
I mean, who knows in the future, you know, we might actually have other gigs together, but which makes this podcast on its own very sentimental. And I'm just really happy that I'm with Tina, as we have had a couple of shows, one show, and maybe a couple of hosting gigs together in the past. But yeah, it's just crazy that it's been a year since our last podcast, and a lot has really gone down since, like, not just within like our personal lives, but as well as, you know, everywhere else, you know, like in the world or pop culture in general. I mean, a lot has gone down since, and I just think that this is a perfect opportunity for us to kind of run it down and maybe just break it down for, you know, our listeners and everyone else who's actually, you know, listening to us right now.
Yeah, actually, this is our first time. Well, my first time ever being in the ladies' room. I know you already had experience being in this show.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, Julie and I were together in a show called The Throwback. So we kind of just wanted to incorporate that type of nostalgia feeling, but still with a ladies' room vibe to this type of podcast today.
You could say this is kind of, you know, like a hybrid version of, you know, all our shows together, if that makes sense. I mean, it's, you know, taking something familiar and creating something new out of it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like all our other shows, all our other podcasts, we always try to make it as fun and as engaging as possible, even if people are just listening from wherever you guys are listening right now. So I mean, we have prepared a little segment for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is, you know, for you guys to listen in and feel like you're just eavesdropping in the conversation. And you know what? Feel free to butt in anytime in your heads. I mean, although we can't really respond to you in real time, I mean, just imagine us having a conversation with you guys. I mean, that's entirely the point of it.
Or actually, if you're watching this on, I don't know, YouTube or like Facebook, you just comment it down. Comment down there.
Yeah, maybe
if you have any comments or anything.
Yeah, we'll reply to you.
We'll try to find a way to reply, yeah, for sure. But anyways, going back to the segment, Julie would probably want to talk about the segment real quick before we start on it.
All right, so for this segment, it's actually one of my favorite segments. We used to do this back when we had our radio shows. It's called Cop or Flop, and this is going to be a micro trends edition. So we're just going to be running down a couple of micro trends that we've had over the last few months or years. And, you know, based on our personal opinion, we'll be telling you how we really feel about it. I mean, what else do we have to offer but like our own opinions at this point?
That's so true. But at least we are giving we're gonna be mentioning like a lot of trends, micro trends that have gone through like so many phases, like a lot of rejected ones, a lot of accepted ones, and we just want you guys to, you know, also be in this like conversation with us to like see what we think about these micro trends, and if we think that these should come back, stay, leave, never come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
So I think we should start with the first one. I'm gonna go with a really big one here. The first one is Crocs. So what's your say on that one?
Okay, honestly, I have never really been a fan of Crocs. So my brothers used to like own a couple of pairs, and I don't know if it was because they had really odd colors and they were just really unflattering to look at. That like my first impression of when
colors? What do you mean by odd colors?
Odd colors, like really, I don't know how to say it, but there are certain Crocs that just have really, I don't know, it just looks awful. Like, it's disgusting looking. But okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. The thing with Crocs is, like, eventually when people start posting about it in a more aesthetically pleasing way. So, say, maybe in the last few years, you know, Emma Chamberlain has really gained a lot of popularity, and she's posted a lot of photos with Crocs, with a couple of gibbets and all that. And I think it's pretty cute. Yeah. I mean, I think it's really the way you present certain, clothing pieces that make it want to, like, sell, like, make you want to purchase it and all that. So, I don't know. Honestly, it's...
Would you say cop or flat?
It's not an everyday thing. It's not an everyday thing for me, personally. But for the sake of comfort... Okay, honestly, I've never owned one. Because I just...
You never tried your brother's shoe or anything?
I refuse to have one for myself. But then I do...
Yeah, because... Yeah. It might be like a waste of money. I mean, like, Crocs are also kind of...
Yeah.
On the pricey side.
It is.
Because of the high quality. This is not an ad.
But then, okay, like, have you seen those Crocs that have platform Crocs? Those are kind of cute. I think, yeah, I see the appeal in it. But I don't know. What about you, Tina?
For me, now that I have nothing to say about the colors. Like, you could choose whatever color you want, girl. But for me, people are saying that, oh my gosh, it's so comfy and all that. But I don't know, from my experience, maybe my Crocs are just different. But every time I would wear it, it would kind of hurt my feet. Probably because...
Not the precious feet.
I have the sensitive feet. Because the inside of the Croc... It's like, got a lot of bumps on it.
Oh, yeah, the spikes.
For me, I guess the spikes. Yeah. So it's like, why does it hurt? So I couldn't really wear it for a really long time. So I don't really understand why people were saying, oh, it's so comfy. Because for me, personally, it wasn't. I would say flap, not cop. That's just me, though.
Okay.
If you want to wear Crocs, go ahead. Buy as many Crocs as you want.
Do it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I gotta put me first.
I mean, yeah, like, the thing is with micro trends is sometimes you kind of feel pressured to purchase certain things just because, it's in and it's pretty trendy. But if you personally think that it's not really gonna benefit you, like, in an everyday situation, then I suggest don't. But of course, do anything you want with your money. It's your money, not ours. And so... whatever appeals to you, whatever you like, okay, before we actually go through the other trends that we'll be mentioning, do as you will.
This goes for everything that we're gonna say.
Yeah, do whatever makes you happy.
You don't have to conform to everything that you hear online.
Exactly. But you know what? Probably a flop for me as well. Just because it's not like 100% for me. And so I'd rather not get anything that's not 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so maybe you could give us another example, since I already gave my very controversial take
on Crocs. Well, okay, actually, speaking of Crocs, okay, maybe the next one, also micro trend. I've just been seeing a lot of people wearing these types of shoes, but it's jelly shoes, so it's kind of see-through. And, it can come...
Like the transparent.
Yeah, transparent.
Glittery ones.
Glittery, kind of... Yeah, sometimes it comes in flats. But I think recently I've seen jelly shoes with heels. It comes in a certain aesthetic, but yeah, what do you think about it?
Jelly shoes, I feel like they're more slippery, slidey on the feet. Like, it doesn't have the bumps like Crocs. Yeah. I don't know what jelly shoes you guys have, but for me, my jelly shoes, they were cute, they were cute. They were nice on my feet, but they weren't like super comfort. Like comfort-wise, it wasn't the best either, because we do live in the Philippines, very hot. So once it like hits the sun, it starts to get really hot on your feet.
Yeah.
And it's not really comfy, but I do understand. I mean, like, I'm also for that. What? Comfort? Nah, we're here for style.
Exactly.
So if I were to wear jelly shoes now, I would definitely wear the ones with platforms. How about you?
Okay, the thing is, I do have an issue with shoes that are slippery, because I am a very sweaty person. So my hands are sweaty, my feet, it's disgusting. Honestly, I feel like I'm sharing a bit too much about myself here. But I just think it's not practical for a person like me. And for other people, maybe you kind of experience a little bit of, a little sweating problem in your feet and hands. I don't think it's advisable to get jelly shoes, but they are cute. They are kind of cute though. So yeah, it's another flop for me.
Well, honestly, just a little share also. Julie loves wearing socks, so I feel like if you could wear socks with it, I feel like it looks cute even if you wear socks with jelly shoes. Yeah. IMO, in my opinion, I feel like it would be cute. So on you, platform jelly shoes, cap.
We'll see.
Yeah,
cross the bridge when you get there. If somebody wants to send me jelly shoes, I'll wear it, sure, but I wouldn't purchase it. No.
Send face. Oh.
Okay,
moving on. We got the third one over here. It's 70s ripple fabric. So from dresses to tops to skirts, like I feel like it would look the best. It looks the best on like midi skirts or skirts that stop at the knees. For me, the print, I feel like, honestly, even if people are saying that it's like very vintage and all that, I would consider it a very timeless style.
Right. Yeah, I think this type of style, it is kind of incorporated in other types of art. And although it really blew up in the 70s, with the dresses, the really fitted dresses and like the skirts, it's a cop for me. Like Major, I think it's super cute. And I know that we've probably lived through years where, it was always just about neutrals, black, white. And I was pretty happy when people started wearing brighter colors, more patterns. I think I'm not really maximalist or anything, but I do love the vibe of it. I just like whenever people wear bright colors, it just makes me happier. I think it does lift the vibe and the energy of the room whenever people wear brighter colors. So yeah, it's a cop for me. You, Tina.
It's just like really pleasing to the eyes. So I would definitely say cop on that one.
Yeah, but I do know people though who are pretty sick of the pattern, but as we've said, do as you will.
So what? You do you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But okay.
I think we have a few more.
So
items on the list.
Yeah, this next one here. This I know people feared. People personally same, but this is low waist anything. So low waisted skirts, pants,
shorts, and the like.
Okay.
So I want to hear what you have to say about it besides people fearing it.
Personally, I've feared it too. Just because I think, early 2010s, late 2000s, we've seen, our moms wear it and all that. And, I was just, okay, I'll just put it this way. I was happy when the high-waisted thing happened just because I feel like it does make me less conscious about my body or, I don't know. It's just, I think it does take a certain body type to actually pull it off, which is kind of sad. And I think that's why, I don't know, just I guess something interesting to add. But I don't know if you've seen rumors about Kim Kardashian reversing her BBL just because, it's like super Y2K right now. People kind of love the whole slim fit look, and people are saying, okay, this is probably why she's reversing her BBL because this is the new trend right now. And so yeah, it's just I feel like we're going back to the whole 90s supermodel body type, which is, well, admittedly has been very harmful to us growing up. And so yeah, probably a flop for me as well. I'm just all about comfort, and I want to be confident in my own body, and I would rather really not have this, bother my mind or anything. But
yeah,
what about you?
Well, my take on the low waist anything thing, I fully understand where you're coming from because I've been there as well. But at the same time, like every time I see it, every time I wear low waist anything, it kind of like just makes me feel freer because you are wearing a little less on the areas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, I got so much space to move. It's like, so what? Like for me, it's like more like, so what? Like look at me right now. I don't care if you think that my body isn't like the way you want it to look like. I don't care if these people just want me to cover up more. It's like what we've been saying since a while ago. It's like, really, you do you. So for me, it's really I was about to say flap now. It's a cop. I have a lot of low waist stuff, or sometimes it's like high waist or like mid waist, but I make it low waist when I feel like wearing low waist.
We love that.
I feel like it also depends. If like, you passed stuff during the day. It's just when you feel the most confident, then go ahead. It's definitely a cop for me.
Right.
But I feel like we talked about a lot of stuff. We mentioned a lot of like trends that are still they kind of encapsulate the others that we have here that we might not be able to discuss at the moment anymore. Like for example, we discussed platform shoes. I think platform shoes are
cop.
Major vibe.
Cop.
Yeah. Like we all, no matter how tall you are, you always want to feel tall.
Personally, yes. As a 5'1.5", by the way, woman. There you go, height reveal. If you guys have been wondering how tall I was, there you go. But yeah, I think it's pretty. It makes me feel a lot more confident just to add a little more inches to my height.
Yeah,
and avoid people towering over me.
Yeah, unlike stiletto heels, they don't hurt. Well, for me, it doesn't hurt at all.
It's sustainable within the day. Like you can wear it all throughout the day. Personally, it's just wonderful. I love platform shoes.
Yeah. You could be cash. You could be kind of formalish.
Yeah,
platform heels are a go.
I mean, I think I remember back then, face-to-face classes. Tina and I would always wear heels, and so I could never be taller than her ever, just because she wears heels as well. So if I wear heels, it's the same thing. It just cancels the whole heel situation out. But though
I feel like I wear heels so much that if I wear flats, that's when I feel like I'm about to fall off. Where's the balance going on here? Because I'm so used to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I just want to be taller, man.
I mean, I guess the reason why people, tend to kind of get trends from the past and kind of, I don't know, incorporate it to like the present time is because there's just a lot of influence from like pop culture and even the movies that we're currently consuming right now. A lot of it is set in like the 80s and 90s, and people kind of just want to like adapt that kind of lifestyle or maybe that kind of aesthetic. I mean, even with Stranger Things, that's recently been released. Kate Bush, first of all, whole controversy again where it's like, I've been listening to Kate Bush, you guys just figured it out from Stranger Things and all that, but then it's like, things that probably didn't have its moment back then is having their moment right now, and we're all for it. People have created these trends, created all these things. I guess it was just not the time for them back then, but now I guess people just appreciate it a little bit more.
I feel like that could also relate to like basically anything. If it's not your time now, your time's gonna come someday. You know what I mean? It's gonna come someday. Like if you're into let's say a particular trend or a particular style or a particular genre of song or movie or whatever, one day it's gonna just suddenly pop up out of nowhere and everyone's suddenly watching it, listening to it, wearing it, rocking it. And that also connects to what you just mentioned a while ago, is that I think people are just like trying to find their own style, because I would say that trends, styles, and fashion, they are a part of one's identity.
Right.
And it's like, the society itself, like we all go through like this change, all of us go through the same change, but there's just one point in everyone's life where we just stop following the trends that are going on and just go to whatever we like the most. Like, I know some people, they're not following with the trends that's going on right now. They stick to, let's say, like 70s style, or they stick to like 80s, 90s, and that's really their style.
Yeah.
So I feel like these changing in the trends now, it's just like catalogs for people to choose, like, oh, what style should I want to be put into my identity right now?
Like, really, whatever makes you feel like yourself. You know, it's all about expression. You know, you don't really have to conform to everything that's laid out for you. It's really just options, and like whatever makes you feel great about yourself, do it. And I think that's really one of the best things about the Ladies Room, is that you have this platform where you get to talk about all these things. And also, one of the best things about being a part of GGFM is, you know, as DJs, we can kind of voice out our opinions. And I think that's been the best part of this job, just being able to share, you know, our thoughts with you guys. And, you know, it's a great feeling, especially if you've received feedback from other people where they enjoy your segments. And definitely one of the few things that I will miss about, you know, being a DJ here at GGFM. But you, Tina, what do you think?
I feel like I really get what you're saying right now, because both of us, I don't know if you guys could tell, but Julie and I, we are very chatty people. So this job is really the job for us. I think this is perfect. Like, people listening to us talk, us talking to each other. It's just a great time. And honestly, I feel like I will definitely be missing this, especially, you know, doing this with Julie, because I've been with Julie for like the longest time. We've been here together since day one, and like, it's just so crazy that we're ending it on this one. But I'm so glad that we are ending it on such a great note, a topic that we are both interested in. I hope everyone was also interested in what we were talking about. And yeah, just know that this won't be the last time you will be seeing us together.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think we'll be doing a show for GGFM ever again, as we are graduating, first of all. Round of applause for us. Okay, there you go. But
bye-bye.
It's a ciao for us. But we will definitely find ways to get back to doing this together, and just super thankful for GGFM for, you know, bringing us together and allowing us to showcase our talents, and, you know, just being able to kind of talk to you guys about different random things.
Yeah, giving us the opportunity to be able to talk, speak our mind, and just be ourselves, really.
Yeah.
So, to everyone listening, join GGFM. I'm kidding. If you just want, not forcing you. Wow, that's crazy.
I know. Do we just like take a moment here? Should we just take a moment?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
okay, moment is done. I guess this is it now. So, will you do the honor of ending our show?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And it's been a pleasure to be here with you guys. And we'd really love to do another show, but maybe, you know, just rewatch this as this is recorded and uploaded online, which will be here forever. And so really, you're not gonna miss us. But again, this has been Julie.
This has been Tina.
And you guys, this is DLSU's official radio station, Green Giant FM. Ciao!
Bye!